Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in World of Darkness, and welcome to Raid Across New York, a werewolf venue. Today's scene is going to take place near Kotori's den. Kotori has been hearing stories about a naked hobo or garou. It's garou apparently, but it's still a naked hobo who runs around the sept, and he's been calling for him because, well, let's just say that some people are not very fond of his homemade nudity, and probably the nudity of his mind. So he's waiting in front of the tree, and he has some clothes and some food, and he's waiting.
And Miles, the king of the rabid naked hobos, has heard the call of said den father, and he's like, "Oh, I know where that is," because he's been wandering around the sept for like days now. And then he kind of looks around, and things aren't exactly how he remembers them being in the Umbra, as this is like the first time that he's been out of the Umbra since coming to the Sept. And he gets a little confused. And after a couple hours, he eventually works his way to the tree. And he sees Kotori, and who is apparently this Indian gentleman here, and or native indigenous American, as you will. And he starts walking his way over to him. Kotori, you see a 6'6", 6'7",
Mhm.
depending on which way the wind's blowing. Uh, like 350-pound dude with this huge, like, not huge, but like big scraggly beard. His hair is super unkept. He's dirty. He's disheveled, and he's naked.
He raised and so basically you have a huge size.
Yes.
Hmm. I guess also you're kind of smelly.
Yes. Yes. Well, he's not terribly odoriferous, but you have smelled.
There's still a perfume. There's still a
Yeah,
perfume. Some
he
kind of
is.
fragrance.
Yes, he is not exactly what one would say call, parfume de amazing. Go.
Hobo, my channel. Fragrance of a street.
Yeah, right. He
So,
he, he is eau de fer thoroughfare. So yeah.
hmm. Well, he see this guy coming, and he just waves waves at him to come to him.
And he walks up to you, and but the closer he gets to you. Wow, this guy looks, from a distance, he looks older, but when you actually get to see him up close, it's the eyes that really give him away. He is clearly way younger than his
Physical
appearance would
appearance
let
would,
on.
yeah. Hmm, I see.
Life has clearly not been has not been nice to this person,
Hmm.
and he comes over to you. So, I'm gonna guess that you're that Kotori guy that I keep hearing about.
Yes, I'm that Kotori guy, and I guess you're Miles. Is that correct?
Yeah, yeah. I'm Miles.
Well,
When he speaks,
hmm,
his age becomes very
hmm,
disproportionate to his outward facade.
hmm. Um, he looks at him. Are you hungry?
Dude, I'm always hungry.
he kind he kind of laughs a little bit and say, "Well, good thing I brought this." And there's uh, um, so I don't know the term, but let's just say it's beef jerky. To make it simple, it's beef jerky.
And it's gone. Nom, 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 nom. And he just inhales it. Thanks. So it stopped snowing. That's good.
Hmm, well, at least for now. For now, it has stopped. Might might come back, but hmm. So, would you like some clothes? I mean,
Oh, yeah. I'm naked, aren't I?
yes.
Um, I should probably do that. Huh.
Hmm. Well, I mean, I'm not really bothered by it, but I know that people tends to regard nakedness by being well, eh, and also you might not want to stay naked if it starts to freeze again.
Crazy Bob used to streak around down by the train station. They took him away, though. So, yeah, I should probably put some clothes on.
Hmm.
Thanks.
And yeah, you got basically a pair of shoes that have seen better days, of course. Some socks, a trouser, a pair of jean, and with the free wolf moon, you got also a sweater and a scarf.
He looks at the shirt. Fucking sweet, dude. And he puts it on. It looks a little tight on him, but
Yeah, it's still better than nothing.
yes, at least he is able to cover his shame, as it were.
Hmm. Kotori is going to, pat the ground next to him, inviting Miles to sit next to him.
And Miles will do so. He sits down. Thud. He's not exactly what I would call graceful.
Oh, we'll make a ballerina out of you. Don't worry. So, Miles, um, what can you tell me about you?
Um, I don't know, man. Like, what do you want to know, dude?
Mm, I mean, where where do you come from? What are your likes and dislike? What you're good at?
I'm good at
What are
fighting.
you?
I can hurt people really good. I do that well.
Well, that's something.
Yeah, I fight. That's how I make
Hmm.
some money sometimes. When Frank comes and gets me, and I go fight. Oh man, I wonder if Frank's coming to look for me while I've been gone. Oh no.
Mm. Who is this Frank?
Oh, Frank's the guy. He calls himself my manager,
Hmm.
and he sets up fights for me sometimes. And then when I win, he gives me money.
Mm.
Well, if I lose, he gives me money too. But I don't really ever lose, unless Frank tells me to lose.
Mm. Kotori thinks about it because it seems weird. Like, you know, why would you want to lose a fight on purpose? It's weird. He goes, hmm, okay. So I understand that you were you were in the Umbra for a little bit. Have you met other people? And if you have met, who have you met? You're muted.
My existence. I met a bunch of people, man. We went to the tree
Mhm.
last night, that tree thing, and like that was just freaking crazy. Have you been there? It's crazy, man. I mean, like,
Mm, yeah, I've been there. It is It is a crazy place.
so we went to like apparently some river bed or where some river is supposed to be, and we found some rocks, and we went through the rocks, and we went down this like tunnel thing, and then there was this like big flesh blob thing, and they said it was a bang, and that we were supposed to kill it, but we didn't kill it, and we saw other banes, and they said that we were supposed to kill those too, but we didn't kill any of them, and it was really stupid. But I met Michael and
Hmm.
another guy named Michael, and some guy named Sam. Sam's the one who let me be
Hmm.
here. Um, um, and let's see. I met Ren. She gave me
Hmm.
soup, and but I haven't seen her since. I don't know if she's around anymore. And tear.
Hmm.
Uh, and then I met Emmett.
Hmm.
He's pretty cool. And let's see. Uh, I met I met oh, what is her name? I met Callie. She's a bitch.
Did she try to shot you in the groin?
Yes. Yeah, man. Bitch kicked me in the dick. So I punched her in the face. And apparently everybody got all like bent out of shape that I like punched her because she kicked me in the dick. But dude, she kicked me in the dick. Like, what was I supposed to do, right? I mean, if somebody kicks you in the dick, you beat their ass for it. I don't care who you are.
So she kicked you in the dick, and you punched her, and then she kicked you once more.
Uh, no. Then she went like all murder machine mode on me, and like I think she tried to kill me,
Mm,
but I'm not sure.
I will have to ask her. She's part of my group, but she hasn't. Well, at least she hasn't reported that to me, so I guess it's not that uh, grave.
I don't. I don't
But
think she likes me.
well, Kelly is kind of like that, but
Oh,
she has. Hmm?
oh, and I met Olaf. Olaf is cool. I like Olaf. He's pretty cool, man.
Mm, hmm. Uh, it thinks a little bit. Word of advice. Now that you have, now that you're among us,
I know. I
um,
know. Don't talk back to those of higher station.
not really. I was more thinking about watch out for interruptions. Interruptions. Some people can sometimes feel, well, that it's a kind of form of disrespect that they get interrupted. But you're a cub. You need to learn. So,
Yeah, I keep hearing that, but
mm,
nobody's really been telling me anything. Well,
what?
not really like in any way that I can understand.
Mm,
I'm I like didn't really do a lot of that school
mm-hmm,
thing, and I
mm,
I know I'm not the smartest man, but I'm not stupid. I mean, you know,
mm. Well, mm, well, if that can reassure you, I never went to school my whole life. He just laughs.
well, how are you so smart then, man?
Uh, Well, in the fratry, I was well, I might be intelligent, but sometimes I make mistakes. Like when you have this big shiny thing that shine in the distance, and you think yourself, I shouldn't go there and touch it, but you want to touch it because you want to know. I want to know what it does. That happens to me a lot.
Oh, Mrs. Mrs. Larson used to say something about that. What, like, uh, cat? You're a cat killer or whatever, right? Um,
No, I
uh,
think I think what you guys say is curiosity killed the cat.
yeah, that's what she said. I didn't like her. She was mean.
Just like the kinfolk behind you, who abuse you. Anyway, uh, okay.
What does that look like? And my son just put it on my head. I think he's trying to say something.
Some kind of hidden message.
My, Daddy, you're a dickhead.
So, well, mm, let's start it simply. What do you what do you remember from well, no, I guess that's not the first question, but I should ask you. Do you know
Hey,
what you are?
hey! Put those down. Those are not toys. Sorry, scissors.
Okay.
Uh, whoa! And all of a sudden, Miles has a split personality. Oh shit, he's one of the crazies. No.
It's okay.
Um,
Hmm.
he's well. Um, Sam said I'm a uh an aurora. He said I was born under a full moon.
Mm. So you're in a room.
An Arun, yeah, that's what he said. I don't know what that meant, so I couldn't be offended.
Hmm. It's not an insult, if that's what you're wondering. So, okay, you know that you're in a room. Um, do the people that you met explain you anything that you didn't know, or that you'd need me to clarify to you?
Um, I guess like everything. Anton, come on, dude.
Well, everything is a lot.
Well,
Okay, so
um,
we'll start.
I know how to, I know how to make myself go to that big murder machine thing,
Mm,
and I can become a wolf. I know about that, but somebody said I somebody they were talking about like the worm is our enemy, and that we got a oh the Peter dude, yeah, that other Peter guy.
mm.
Uh
Theodore is another card. He's like you. He
oh, he knows a lot more though. He's pretty
hmm.
smart.
Well, Kotori thinks a little bit. Well, considering that he's been bitten twice by the same person for kind of insulting her, I would say that's he might be intelligent, but sometimes not smart enough. Sometimes when even if you have a strong opinion, sometimes you should keep it to yourself, or at least to people that you know um, won't judge your opinion on that. But apparently, he likes to poke the bear a lot, and a lot of time the bear strikes back. So, uh, all right, let's let's make it simple. You know that you're an Arun. It's okay, but do you know what you are?
Um yeah, I'm a gar- garou, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Which is like a fancy word for werewolf, right, man?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay,
It's
so
a fancy word for werewolf.
and apparently there's like other monsters and stuff that are real too.
True.
Okay, and
Um.
the worm is the bad guy.
Well, he, yes, he is the bad guy. However, mm, some also fall into that category, but it's debatable. Let's make it simple. For they are in terms of monsters. Uh, they are the leeches. They are. Mm, I guess you call them vampires.
Okay, vampires are real.
Yes, and they're bad. That's
Okay,
bad news.
does that mean like Frankenstein's are real too?
He thinks, well, I guess someone might have created such a thing. I haven't seen one, but I actually, redcon. What is a Frankenstein?
You know the like the big green dude with the flat head and bolts in his neck, and he goes, "Ah, fire bad."
He just looks left and right like he has no idea. He clearly doesn't have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay. He's another monster.
Oh, well, I haven't seen one like those.
What about mummies? Are mummies real?
Mm,
Like the movies, man?
I don't really saw a lot of movies. Uh,
He looks at you like, why not?
and he just, what do you know about werewolves?
Um, we're like
What
part.
kind of werewolf are there?
Uh, uh. He just shrugs. He's like,
He just shrugs.
there,
Okay,
there's more than one type.
okay, okay. We're going to start with the basics. You are a garou. However, there are different kind of garous. We make difference by telling what breed we come from. You know, for example, you're a homid. You were born of a man and a woman.
Okay.
You're a human. You were born human.
Uh, as far as I know, yeah.
Yes.
I don't really remember when I was born, so
It's okay. I can guarantee you're human. Well, you know what I mean. Um, then there are those that are called metis. They are born from two garou, meaning that it wasn't between two humans or a garou and a human. I will not go now into details, but two garous uh, mating together is kind of bad. It's seen as bad. Like what you guys, it's called a taboo. It's taboo. Yes, that's a word. Taboo.
means don't do it.
Yes. Don't do it. Don't mate with another garou. It's bad business for everyone. But metis are not really responsible for that. I mean, they're not responsible for the choice of their parents. So you shouldn't bear them any grudges of judgment. Ren, for example, she is a metis.
So, is that why she like looked all fucked up when she was in her big murder mode?
Yeah.
Weird, man. That shit was fucking weird.
Mm, true, but You get used to it. And there is the third one. Those who were born wolves.
Wait, does that mean that like some guy like boned a wolf?
And he just he smiles and say, "Why, yes."
Dude, that's so wrong. You're not supposed to have sex with animals.
And he just, okay, I'm going to rephrase it to you. You can either be born from human, or you can be
Okay.
born from wolves. But
Okay.
it's not a metis because, you know,
Okay.
generally wolves mate with wolves and homids mate with homids.
Oh.
I mean, and he just shrugs. I mean, I understand the concept of beauty, but honestly, I would rather hook up with a wolf
But
rather, a homid.
it means that I'm allowed. Does this it means I'm allowed to have sex with wolves now?
And at that point, he just shrugs and say, "Well, since you can take the form of a wolf and you are part wolf, you are made of human, but you are made of wolf also. If you find a mate that you love, then why would appearance really matter? But no one is going to force you to mate with someone, so it's really your choice."
Okay.
But yes, as you might or might not have guessed, I'm not a human.
No, really? I well, like once you started talking about wolves so much, yeah, I got that, man. Like I said, I'm dumb, but I'm not stupid.
I never said you were stupid.
A lot of people do.
Hmm. Well, there are generally a lot of
I generally
stupid
beat those.
questions that are thrown to people, and generally they think that it's stupid, but, well,
Generally,
if
when
you
somebody
don't know
calls me
something,
stupid, though, I beat them up. So
well, so, yeah, there are those three types of garous. I thought that choosing this form would be easier for you rather than, go around and see a wolf waiting for you with food and clothes.
yeah, that's weird for sure, man. This has all been just really weird. Okay, so there's okay. I think I get that now. When like Emmett and
Mm-hmm.
it was like somebody else made Callie made like this really long introduction, and they
Mm.
said that like Callie said something about being a Black Fury, but
Mm-hmm.
Emmett said that he walked on glass. What the hell is that
Mm.
all about, man?
Okay, so after the breed, there is the auspice, the moon that you were born. Generally, in our society, it means that you will fulfill a role. For example, I was born a crescent moon, which means I'm a theurge, I'm a shaman, I deal with spirits. That's what I do. You're in a rune, which means you're a fighter. You know how to fight, and that's what you're good at. And then there is, well, I'm going to give you all the auspices. There is the new moon. They're called the Ragabashes. They are generally tricksters. Their role is to challenge and to question. When people, say, we should go right, and they're going to say, why should we go right? Why shouldn't we go left? Because left seems nicer. That's what we do. Yep.
Why don't we do a good old fashioned George Lucas wipe?
If you
and
want. If you
and
want, that's.
so that we don't have to sit here and recite everything that we know to each other. And for those who might happen to view this, because if they're watching this, they know all this too. So I think we can kind of do because we did a good chunk of role playing on it. I think we can hand wave the rest of the basics.
Rage because you dare to question my position and then fire.
Oh God.
Yes. Yes. Okay, so fast forward with the tribes, I guess.
We go through the
Also.
tribes, and
Okay.
fast forward to Miles Lane on the ground, face down. So the Get of Fenris are all assholes too.
I mean, lots of them are, but Olaf is not. Olaf is a nice person.
I like Olaf.
I think you will find that there are wrong people everywhere. There are certain tribes, as I said, they are shaped by their totems. Fenrir value strength, they value combat. So it tends to make them,
And Fenrir, their totem, right, is a big fucking wolf.
Yes.
And
This is a cool
and the Shadow Lords is a thunderstorm.
Grandfather Thunder, yes.
And Octana is a big, crazy man, deer, serpent, dragon thing.
He's just man, yeah. Well, it's not really man, but yes, it's a serpent with horns and a diamond on the front of his lobe, of his head. Yes.
Okay. Believe it or not, Kotori, I think I've got it.
So
hours have passed, by the way.
So give me your presentation.
My name is Miles Doe. Some known to no totem, born under the full moon to man and woman.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. You can say that you're a Hamid if it's faster for you.
Oh, okay. So I'm an Arun Hamid. My name is Miles.
And
I have no tribe because I'm only a cub.
True.
So when do I get a tribe?
Well, first of all, I need I'm going to give you my full introduction. I hope you will not fall asleep during this one. So my name is Kotori, rides the wave. Lupus, Uktena Fierge, Fostern, Guardian, then Father, and Alpha of the Hunters of the Lost. And as then Father, it will be my duty to watch over you and to teach you things. And once I judge you worthy, once I think that you have learned everything that you need to learn, you will get a rite of passage. where you will be able to choose a tribe. Generally, I would advise you to um, go to others from other tribe and maybe ask them about their tribe, how they perceived it, how they feel about it, and then maybe I don't know. Maybe I mean you have no pure. I sense no pure breed in you, but maybe I don't know. Maybe you will find that the get offender are what you're looking for after discussing with Olaf and contemplate the mercy, or perhaps you will think that well, the children of Gaia of the Bonar are more suited to you.
The Bonars sound like, from what you were saying, the Bonars kind of sound like what I am, right?
It shouldn't define who you are. You are your own person. I
But
made a choice in the past.
I, I, I like
Hmm.
to fight a lot. I mean, maybe I should look at, maybe I should talk to that Fenris thing.
Hmm. I guess, well,
Yeah,
if you like to fight,
I like to fight.
if you like to fight,
I
it's
like
good.
to fight.
But you have to understand the philosophy and everything that stands behind each tribe. Because maybe you will think that, for example, you will see that the Get of Fenrir, they are great warriors. They fight, and they fight for Gaia, but they seek the glory of the fighting. They boast in their sagas, in their stories, which is good. But maybe you would feel, for example, closer to fight for the good fight for those who can't fight for themselves.
I, I generally fight for money. Is why I
Hmm.
fight.
And I think that perhaps we should focus about more about what you want, what you like, rather than, what other have, well, used you to do so. Because from what you tell me, this manager is the one that makes you fight for money. Maybe
He
if you
doesn't.
find,
He doesn't make me. I like fighting. It
hmm,
gets me money, man.
yes, what I mean is perhaps you want to have, mm, I don't know, a higher purpose or fight. I've seen, I've seen a couple of Bonar fighting for those humans who lives in the street and try to struggle. I've seen a lot of different type of warriors. I think you should probably determine what kind of warrior you want to be. Then maybe you will be able to choose which tribe you want to belong to.
I want to be a good guy. I, this,
Hmm.
so, I mean,
Mm,
I guess it's tough, man.
mm,
I don't know what. I don't know. My head hurts.
mm. It's okay. You can go. There is a there are shacks on the sept where you can rest if you want. We can have another discussion later.
Who
All the
should I?
while, mhm.
Who should I talk to about Bonards?
Mm, there is a bonar. Actually, I would need you to give me the name because I don't remember the name of Greg's character.
Oz, but you know who you should point me to.
Hmm. You can talk to Oz, but there is the Alpha of the Sept. She's the big boss, as your Hamid says. Um, she's named Mother Larissa, and she's a very interesting old lady.
Old lady?
Yes.
Wait, an old lady runs this place?
Oh, yes. Believe me, you don't want to disrespect Mother Larissa. She has ways. You know what they say, the more you get older, the more tricks you know, and she knows a lot of them.
I thought it was you can't teach old dogs new tricks.
Uh, I think in her case, it's more you can't outwit an old dog.
Okay.
For example, let's make it simple. Uh, who's the meanest person you've seen on Sept? Like, who seems to you like the big bad wolf, the big bad person?
Callie.
She's afraid of Mother Larissa, like we
Really?
all are. Here's the thing: when Mother Larissa
Man.
gets angry, everyone cowers in fear and hides because she
Oh,
knows
I want to meet her then.
she knows how to whoop asses.
Oh yeah, I need to meet her. That sounds cool. She sounds cool.
Hmm. Well, there will be a mood later today. It's a moment where we all gather to talk. We talk about what has happened. We There are discussion about the future of Acept, and after that, we I guess the term is party. We eat, we drink, and we I guess how the Bonors say, uh, it just feels good to be alive.
Awesome. Awesome. I will be there. I like to,
Mhm.
you know, drink and eat some. I like to eat. I like to eat a lot.
Mm. Okay, what you need be you know be wary a little bit about around people. You're a cub, so it means that you have excuses. You're young and you're learning. However,
Olaf
the
said I had a 72-hour grace period, and that's over now. So people can
mm,
hurt me.
uh well, if someone really starts to get to you, and uh how do you guys say, search fleas, or well, anyway, if someone is being particularly mean to you, uh come to me and talk to me about it. I will get their version, of course, about it. But as what you need to know is that every action that you make will reflect on me. So, well, you can ask questions. I mean, you are here to learn. Just be wary of those who are, as you said, of higher station.
Right. Because
They can be. Mhm.
I think Sam wanted to beat me up, try to beat me up too.
Sam is a Shadow Lord. He likes to impose he likes to show that he is superior, and he wants to assert dominance. I mean, mm, you can obey him because he is higher station. Doesn't mean you have to actually respect him. It's a very
Okay.
tricky balance. The litany is very tricky. I will get to
But
you on that one.
I still have to call him like Gaia or something, right?
You don't have to, actually. It's a term of respect. It's it's prudent if you want to, not offend people. Just say their name with Raya, and then they will, because some people will try to see this as a way of disrespect, that you don't respect them. So if you want to be left alone and not be bothered by people, just call them. Just say them name with Raya, like Sam Raya or Emmett Raya. And if they tell you, oh, you don't have to call me Raya, then you can drop it. But if you don't want to be bothered, yeah, I'd add just Raya to their name, and you should be left alone. And if they have a problem with you, then then you can call to me. You can call to me. You can call to me, and I will see what this quarrel is about. And if they're being, as you said, assholes, I will whoop their asses.
Oh man. So so you're like my teacher and you've got my back too?
It works like that. I'm your teacher. However, if you are well, if you put yourself in a difficult position, then I will I will try to help you, but that doesn't mean I will help you. If you're at fault, then I will scold you and probably punish you for it, so that you learn your lesson. But
I
you
don't like
shouldn't
being
be.
punished. No, I don't like being punished. His eyes go wide, and he looks
Mhm,
scared. It's almost like you have clearly hit some sort of button. No, 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 I
mhm.
don't want to be punished. And he starts backing, like he stands up and he kind of starts backing away.
Kotori is not moving. Hmm. And he just raised an eyebrow. Well, we'll have to talk about it then. It seems uh, you have some history. Uh,
He just kind of grabs his shoulder and
mhm.
does one of these numbers, doesn't look at you.
I'm going to make a perception empathy on this one.
Yeah, go for it.
Perception empathy. Okay. All the success.
All right, you can tell he's got some post-traumatic stress action going on. He he is exhibiting many classical signs of a type of person who has suffered and survived a
Mhm,
lot of abuse.
mhm. I had a friend. He's not there anymore. He was, mm, he was hurt, really hurt by people. He hated them for that. He hated everyone. A lot of people were hated by him, but I don't know what kind of pain you've been through, and you don't have to talk to me about it if you don't want to. But I will take I will take into account what you have just said me to me. You can go. You can go now, Miles. I'll
Well,
see you.
if you're supposed to
Mhm.
if you're supposed to teach me and stuff, I guess I can tell you. I was I'm an I'm an orphan. I
Mm,
don't know who my parents are,
mm,
and 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 I was in an orphanage for like a long time, and I would go to one family and they'd bring me back, and I'd go to another family, and some
mm,
of them were someone would beat me and do worse sometimes, and the the people from the city would come and take me and the other kids away, and I'd go back to living with the city and the state again, and then I'd go to another family and they'd either bring me back or do something terrible, and kind of kept going like that until I was like 12. And then the last family I was with, the Fergusons, he gets real distant for a moment.
mhm,
Distant for a moment. I I'd really like to kill
mm,
him if I can. That'd be nice. He did. He was the worst out of all of them, and I left one night. He hurt me really bad, and I left. And I never went back to the city, and I never went back to any of the houses, and I never went back to the state. And I've just been taking care of myself since then.
mm. Kotori has shaped into lupus form, and he starts, to approach. He starts to approach Miles, and he's get on his back legs, and he kind of give him I guess he can't really get to get to his shoulder. But yeah, he gives him a wolf hug
And you know what,
as he talks
Miles?
to rub his face against him.
Miles will actually kind of laugh a little bit when you do that. It's like, oh, come on, come on, and he like rubs your head. I mean, I always wanted a dog, but come on, man, this is just weird.
He just he sits and he says, very serious. Never call me a dog. That's that's my first advice. To if you meet other wolfborn, never tell them that they're kind of like dogs.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. As I said, you're a cub. You're there to learn, and to learn, you need to make mistakes. You only need to make sure that your mistakes are not, well, too damageable for you or for others.
I'll try not to make mistakes.
Well, I mean, if you make mistake, I will make sure to correct you so that you don't make them again. It's how it
Well,
works.
I don't want to get you in trouble, and
Mm,
I don't want to get in trouble because I don't want to be punished.
it's
So
okay.
I'll
I
I'll make sure to try really hard not to let you down, Mister Kotori.
he kind of chuckles at Mr. Kotori. Oh well, that's well, that's the first one. But the first time someone called me Mister. Feels strange. All right, come. I'll show you. I'll show you a shack where you can stay. A place that you can call your own and do whatever you want inside.
Can I stay in one of the tree houses?
Hmm?
The tree houses
Oh.
where Emmett and no, it was Olaf. Did Olaf take me there? Yeah, I think it was Olaf, or was it Emmett? It was Ren. I know Ren was there,
Hmm. Hmm.
but those were cool.
Um.
I never had a tree house. Can I stay in one of the tree houses?
Out of character, was that the treehouse from the Stargazer or
Yeah, the Stargazer tree houses. Apparently, there are plural.
okay. Uh, well, I don't know exactly, how the stat is in terms of houses. So yeah, if there is a house where a tree house where Kinfolk can stay, then yes, he will give you a room there. If not, then yeah, it's a
Yes.
shack, and we'll
He
see.
he he literally does that when you say you can stay in the treehouse. He's like, yes. All right. Um. Okay. Well, I gotta get my stuff still.
Hmm.
Ren and Emmett said that they would take me back to
Hmm.
the mile, and I could get my stuff, and maybe even Carrot.
Hmm.
Carrot. He's my buddy.
What is carrot?
Oh, he's a rat, man.
Oh, and he just chuckles. Yes, I guess Mother Larissa is going to like you, or I think so. All right, come on.
Carrot's Carrot's like the coolest rat ever.
Hmm.
Sometimes he finds me food. Sometimes I find him food. We
Hmm.
work together. He's a cool rat, man.
Out of character. Did you take Ratkin? Ratkin, Merrick?
No, no, I did not.
Oh, I would
They
have
would have
laughed so hard.
they would have never let me. Bastard.
Okay. And I guess with
You know
that,
that
as
would.
Miles and Kotori will go deeper into the den, we can call it a scene. Thank you, player, for playing, watchers for watching, and we'll see you next time.